Hey everybody, how you doing? Happy Thursday. I hope you're all doing great. Welcome to the show. My name is Zach. This is A to Z Design. And we're going to make ourselves a wonderful little tray riser. Rising tray. We're going to make it something. It's going to be really cute. But thanks for jumping on. Say hey. If you see this red button right here, that means you are on the live right now. If you don't see it, it means you are catching the replay. Hashtag replay. That's how we know you were here. So, let's get this going. This is our farmhouse tile pattern. It is absolutely gorgeous, and we're going to be using this tonight. I'm going to go over all that in a second. But first, in the pinned comments, tonight's keyword is tier. But in the pinned comments, you're going to see some information for two big events. One, our July craft box is out now. Limited number available. They're going fast. Get them while you can. It'll be like this, but unpainted. It'll come with paint, the garnishes, everything you need to make this. So on the pinned comment, look for that. Also, you're going to see our July 12th live cutout sale that we'll be doing. There's a link for that. We'll be doing a live cutout sale of exclusive cutouts you won't find on my Etsy page. And that's it. All the pinned comments. Those are the pinned comments. Tier for all this, or tray for all the supplies. Tier. I gotta check my pinned comment now. Make sure that is my keyword. Tier. Tile is our keyword. See, tier, tray, tile, I'm all over the place right now. Tile. Hi, everybody. Thanks for jumping on. How are y'all doing? Tile for all the supplies that we're using tonight. Pinned comment has all the information for our July box and our live Etsy sale cutout coming up July 12th. All right, back to the show. Let's get crafted here. Farmhouse tile. Absolutely gorgeous pattern. I'm about like this close, tempted to cutting it up. But I like my wife. I love my wife. She would probably kill me if I did that. So, but check this out. We are using this awesome board right here. It is the 6x18 double-sided box frame. It does come, slow down, Zach. It does come two-sided, white and black, or this brownish. We're going to actually use the white side tonight. Hey everybody, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate y'all so much. How are y'all doing? Y'all having a great night? I'm gonna take a moment here to myself. It's been a day. Wife's been tricking me into dishes, children, fun stuff. Okay, check this out. We have this ocean mist paste. This is a little bit rough right here. Like you see that? It's kind of bouncy. Like you see I'm doing that? It shouldn't look like that. This one's old. Amy's had that in there for a while. It should look more like this. It should have like a sour cream consistency. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this real quick. And that's real easy. I'm going to grab a stir stick, if I can. A stir stick here. I'm going to take some distilled water. And I'm going to spray it in there and bring it back to life. I want to use distilled water. Not tap water, but distilled. Because distilled it's gone through some filters. It's gone through a process. And it's not tap water, where tap water is going to have some more bacteria. It doesn't go through that filter process of a distilled water. So I'm digging into this now with that distilled water. And this can be and will be brought back to life if I can get my stir stick going here. There we go. Yes, tile for all the supplies that we're using today. Thank you, my little watching bee from your work event. You're the best. You're the best. It is a pretty color, yes. I love this blue. It is a good blue. It almost matches my shirt. It almost matches my shirt. So I'm mixing this up, and it's slowly but surely it is coming back to life. And that's what you do with old paste. You just put a little distilled water in there, and you bring it back to life. What I am going to do, though, is I'm actually going to bring out another stir stick I'm also going to bring out my multi-tool and detail tool. This gives me a little bit more, it's firmer, it's a little bit rougher on this paste, which is what I need right now to mix it around a little bit harder because that stir stick is bending on me. That's how hard this was. But we're going to bring this back to life. And then we're going to use it to paint our beautiful double-sided frame here. See, it's coming back slowly but surely. Just throw it in there. I'm going to spray a little bit more. How are y'all doing tonight? How has your day been? Hopefully you're staying safe. You're not in a smoggy area from those Canadian fires. Or you're not in the heat wave or in the storm areas right now, which is pretty much everywhere else. It's always something, right? All right, there we go. We got it. We got a big clump of it now. We're just bringing it right back to life. You just got to work it over a little bit. That's it. This is chalk and paste form, so it will dry out over time. No idea when the last time Miss Amy used this one. Maybe it was me. But sometimes you leave the cap off, it dries out a little. You just got to, again, like I said, put a little distilled water in there and you're good. Just peachy, we're in a code red, but don't see a bad. Oh, that's code red, huh? Well, baby, you stay safe for that. Smoky haze from Canada fires in Minnesota. Oh, Nancy. Yeah, I hear the Midwest right now, pretty much like the Chicagoland area and up, is getting it pretty hard. From air quality to the haze and the smoke. That is absolutely horrible. And hopefully all of our Canadian friends are safe from those fires. All right, so as you can see here, just what I've been able to do in the little time that we've been together, I've been able to bring it back to life fairly easy. A little bit messy, but that's okay. Because we're just going to paint with this. I'm going to spray just a little bit more. Because we are going to be painting with it. I can have it be as runny as I want. Because it's going to go in the background here. And what I've done on this frame is I've simply just sprayed or taped off the edges so we don't get any of this ocean mist on our beautiful frame here. Okay, so that's, see, we're back in action here. That is not a pretty sight to look at, I know, right now, but we are back in action there. That is usable. So I'm just going to scrape off all the extra I have. Like I said, I have that extra stir stick I know I'm going to use because I'm going to give it just one more spray, and everything I just scraped off of there, I'm going to put back in there now. Just give it one more mix. Don't you hate when you open up a jar? You guys do that too when you open up a jar? This is probably why Amy checks her jars before every project. At least 99% of the time she does. I did not in this instance. Really bad air quality. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry to hear about that. Especially during the summertime. That is not fun. That's been one of the... So, I grew up, for those who don't know, I grew up in the Chicagoland area. Carpentersville, Illinois, represent. Dundee Crown Chargers, go, baby. Anyway, you know, summertimes we spent it all outside unless it was raining. Like, every day was, you know, outside. You could do that. Here in Texas, though, when I moved down here, you run into 60 days, man. 60 days, my first summer down here. Over 100 degrees. You ain't going outside in that as a kid. No, sir. No, sir. It's just a bummer. I feel bad for my boys, brother. They can't do that because it gets too hot. So then we have to keep them here entertained. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my mister, and I'm just going to lightly kind of mist my board because we're going to paint. We're going to take this ocean mist, and we are going to paint. I'm just going to grab some on my brush, and now we're just going to go. We're just going to take it, spread it out, get it all ways, and spread it all out. We're going to give this a nice blue tint background. Let's see here. I may need to do that. Yeah. There we go. We're going to spread this all out. Oh, thank you, Kristen. I do know the Muffin Man. I do know him, yes. He's a good friend of mine. Okay, so crazy, as I'm painting here, I want you all to think about this. I'm one of those guys, when I go into a gas station, and I see like a bag of Doritos, for example. The most recent one they came out with that I've seen was like ketchup flavored and mustard flavored Doritos. I'm curious enough. I got to try that. I did. Ketchup one was all right, and mustard not my cup of tea. But today I saw, and I don't know what I think about this, but Pepsi has launched their own ketchup, and it's called like Colsup. It's like cola and then like the S-up part of ketchup, or the sup part of ketchup. I don't know. I don't know if I try that. I may have to draw the line there. I'm willing to try crazy things. Like Doritos Cool Ranch on Smart Popcorn. One of the best things I've ever had. I like popcorn. I love Cool Ranch Doritos. But ketchup that tastes like Pepsi. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that one? I don't know. It does sound disgusting. It doesn't like... But now the more I think about it, I don't want to buy a bottle of it, but I might try it. If it was like in a ketchup packet, I might try it. Okay, so again, we're just still painting here. Bear with me. It is a little bit thicker. I'm just going to add a little bit more water and help spread it out, because it is chalk paste. It doesn't necessarily have to be, and it's actually going to be the same color everywhere. But we're not thinning it out too much because we have so much on there already. We're just spreading out what we have on there and giving it a nice smooth surface. Yeah, what's the craziest thing you've tried? Flavor-wise. That just didn't seem like it belonged. Because ketchup... I mean, I've had something to do with Dr. Pepper, too. Somewhere it has Dr. Pepper. Oh, my gosh. Pickle lip balm? So, Bambi, I saw... What was it? It was pickled flavored ranch. Pickled flavored ranch. I love pickles. Ranch. I like the ranch seasoning. I'm not a big ranch guy. Some people have to have ranch with all their meals. It's really weird here in Texas, people and their ranch. I'll tell you what. I don't know if that's everywhere, and I just grew up a non-ranch person, but people and their ranch here, absolutely crazy. It's like served with everything. And another thing that they do really weird here in Texas is they serve tartar sauce with their shrimp instead of cocktail sauces. Some places do. I don't get that. Okay, so now that I have this all painted, we're just checking to make sure we have our edges. And I see I missed a little spot right over here in the corner. Yeah, I don't know about that. Pickled flavored popcorn. That I don't know. Like, I've tried the pickled flavored chips. I've tried those. And that, to me, it's just call it vinegar then at that point. Your husband has to have ranch with everything and it drives you crazy. Oh, filet mignon. Does he cook the filet mignon well done and dip it in ranch? Because then we have a problem. Yeah. Yeah, I love cocktail sauce. Cocktail sauce has got to be with my shrimp. That is a absolute must. Like, it's not shrimp without cocktail sauce. All right, I'm going to dry this now real quick here while we see more of these weird things, weird flavors. Pickled sunflower seeds. I've seen those. Those have been around like for a minute. I feel like that's like, it probably started with sunflower seeds, the weird seasoning. Oh, I love mango, but mango flavored Pepsi? Oh no, that does not sound right. That does not sound right at all. Dr. Pepper baked beans is good. I've seen that. I'm just not a Dr. Pepper person though. Give me like, Dr. Pepper's real sugary. I get it. All soda is, but it's like on the top of the top. If I'm gonna have a real sugary drink, give me Mountain Dew. That's like my Red Bull. Give me a Mountain Dew. The Dr. Pepper is just too... Oh, hi, Amy. I'm not ignoring you. Am I ignoring you? I don't see that I'm ignoring you, Amy. Are you, oh, wow. Man, she's really... Apparently I'm ignoring Amy. You guys see me ignoring Amy? I don't know. We'll see. I'm not ignoring you, babe. I promise. Oh, wait. I see it. It's right here. Hold on. I think this is what she wants to do. Hold on. This is what we're going to do. Oh, I can't. I tried. I see the button now. I see what you're trying to do, Miss Amy. I'm sorry. You can try again, and I'll pay attention. I'll pay attention again. I won't ignore you. I'm in big trouble. That craft box released early. Oh boy. Thank God I have like 24 more hours before she gets home, and I'm really in trouble. Hi, Linda. How are you? All right, so we are almost dry here. Hi, Holly. Hi, Lois. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. We're just waiting on our double-sided box frame here to dry. Have fun crafting. Oh, I will. Thank you, Amy. Bye. Love you. Wasn't ignoring you. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Terry. How are you guys doing tonight? Okay, so we were talking about crazy flavored items. Yeah. Pringles does a really good job. Pringles does a really good job of coming out with crazy flavors, I feel like, for their chips. Like, I've been walking in the grocery store now, there's like almost a whole aisle dedicated to different flavored Pringles. I'm watching from West Virginia. Hi, Deborah. I'm doing great today, Holly. Thank you. Yeah, but that's if she goes back and watches this. I mean, one, she's actually got to be listening to what I'm saying. That's already kind of a push sometimes. Yes, and don't forget tile for all the supplies that we're using tonight. And also the comments in the link section for our live cutout sale, as well as our July craft box, which released early, and they are going fast. We only have a limited number on those, so get them while you can. Because July is going to be a crazy month. I've got some good stuff for y'all for this live cutout sale. I think if you were pleased with the last one, you'll be very pleased with this one. Definitely going to be coming out with some more farmed animals. Definitely have the new line of farm animals coming out. That's right, Cynthia. It is definitely better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission. Just don't tell my kids that until they're older and they can understand life and things. Maybe just, yeah, when they're older. But yes, I agree with you completely. What is the July club stencil called? Ooh, excellent question. Something to do with travel. I know that. I don't know off the top of my head right now what that is called. I've looked at it. I've been pondering cutouts for it. Y'all be keeping me busy with that bad boy for June, the June Club cutout. Also, our June craft box. All those ladybugs. And definitely the July one here that just launched. Alright, so we're waiting. So let me show you this real quick while we're waiting here. So you see how this is still, you can actually, perfect spot right here. You can see where like this is dry, it's flat, there's no shine to it. But like this right here, it's still wet. You can see it's kind of damp and it still has a little bit of shine to it. That's probably where I was a little bit thicker with that paste, because we had to bring it back to life. Hi, Kate from Canada. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Welcome to the show. Hi, Brenda. Welcome to Crafting Thursday with Zach. Oh my gosh. Well, tomorrow is Friday, hashtag Big Bow Friday. I do have an idea in mind. But the question is Amy going to be home to do it? Or am I going to be here to do it? Or will we do it together? Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like the July craft box. I'm very excited with paint and actually accessories this time, from the ribbon, the burlap, and the greenery. Very, very excited. Yes, tile for all the supplies that we are using tonight. Okay, we are almost there. So you need a little heavy-handed with that paint sometimes. It can take a minute, everyone. Okay. So, I'm going to take off our tape here. There's still a little bit to dry, but I see an edge I need to tape up, or to touch up just a little. I might be a little crazy, but I think I'm going to take my boys skydiving. Yeah, I think they're ready. Now, not that kind of skydiving, jumping out of a plane, but there is a place right over here locally. It's like an indoor skydiving. It's got like a really big, powerful fan. And it basically keeps the, it's like skydiving in a squirrel suit, but over a really, really big fan, and it actually keeps them floating up. I've been thinking about taking the boys to do that. But the issue is they're probably going to want me to do it with them. I'm not afraid of heights. And I've always wanted to go skydiving. I'm just worried about that little fan keeping my big butt up there. That's all that's got me worried. In local news, a crafter fell into a van skydiving. We don't want that on the news, folks. We don't want that. We don't want that. So I'm just coming in here, touching up those edges where I just need to touch up just a little. And then we're going to start fuzzing our transfer, because it is fairly big. All right, while the rest of this dries, we're going to pull this over. And we're going to fuzz this. We're going to fuzz this because this is really sticky. This is a reusable chalk transfer. You see it's sticky. And we basically don't want it to be so sticky where it pulls up our paste. And what we're going to do is we are actually going to wax that in a second. But so the board itself will fit one whole side of this. So I'm thinking for tonight's project, we're going to do this top part right here. Okay, that's not a bad idea. Oh yes, Deborah, there'll definitely be a video of that if we go. If we go. And that's the other thing is, Do I go, this is definitely one of those situations. It's better to ask for forgiveness than it is permission with mom. Since mom's out of town, I got to keep those boys busy. Like extra busy. Because they're up to no good right now. Especially when mom's out of town. Because they've gotten used to the fact like, hey, it's guys' night. Mom's out of town. We're having pizza and ice cream for almost every meal. Except tonight, we had breakfast for dinner. Breakfast for dinner is one of our favorites in this household. All right, so I have fuzzed this. Yes, Cynthia, I will. All right, so now that we have this fuzzed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, because I can fuzz this on anything. I'm going to actually just kind of keep it in place right here on my shirt. You could totally do this on a shirt too if you wanted. I recommend it. I think you could do a really cute pattern farmhouse tile on a platform. Why would you jump out of a perfectly good air point? Exactly. To get to the ground faster. I mean, do you know how long it takes to get off a plane sometimes? Jeez. Like if I had that option to parachute off a plane versus having to wait to get off, I would parachute every time. Every time. Okay. So, as you can see, we have this dry now and ready to go. But you can see that there's it's a little rough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sanding tool to it, just to kind of soften it up a little bit. And then once I do that, I will wipe it down to get up all those loose particles. And it's also going to make it a little rustic, but also to remove all that sawdust and paste that we just put on there and have sanded off. See? All that dust on there, you see all that? We don't want that. I'm just going to take a paper towel and wipe that right out. And probably do that into the trash. All right. Now that we have that, beautiful, ready to go, we're going to wax it. Why do we wax, everyone? Hi, Vanetta. How are you? Welcome to the show. I love when there's one already in there. Like I pulled this out of the drawer thinking, oh, man, I didn't put it back last time I had it. There's one in there. It's the little things sometimes. All right. I'm going to have this wax. I got a big glump there, so I'm going to spread it out. Put some of it back, and we're going to wax. I want to make sure I wax everything around the edges, everywhere, because we are going to paste all over this. But these double-sided box frames, hey, they're not just for hanging on walls, everyone. You can use these to make risers. Heck, you can make a little fort out of them if you want. They can go like this. They can go like this. And tonight we're going to make it like this. It's going to be awesome. So I've waxed it, but I'm also going to do a little bit of buffing. I'm just going to grab a paper towel, and I'm just going to really ensure I get all that wax spread out. Because if I have too much wax on there, it can basically go through this transfer, the silk screen, and prevent my paste from growing through. And we don't want that. We just want to make sure we have it all nice and spread out. And I honestly feel that when you have the paper towel on here, you really feel how slick it is. Much more so than you do with this pad. Great for putting it on there. Great for telling you, whee! Or you do the bottle test. That's pretty slick. And I'll show you here on the non-wax side. See, it stops a little quicker. So, hey, we're having fun tonight, aren't we? Hi, Cindy. How are you? Yes, Marlene. I am using the white side. We've painted it Ocean Mist. We are making a beautiful riser tonight with this awesome farmhouse tile pattern that I am now going to remove from my shirt. And I am going to, actually, you know what? I have been mistaken. I think I'm going to use the middle section. I'm going to use the middle section. Now, notice that it's a little bit wider on the sides. So there's a little bit hanging off. It will cover top to bottom, but it's not going to cover the complete side. That's okay. Not worried about it. For what we're going to be making tonight, it will be just fine. But what I do want to do is I want to make sure I have this as straight as possible. And I also want to make sure I have a good even balance of all the tile below, because we're going to have a little hanging over from the top and the bottom to make it look like one continuous pattern. Kind of give it a cutoff look. All right, and now we're just going to press and spread it out, sticking it all the way through. Making sure we get all those air bubbles out, because air bubbles will allow the paste to seep under through it, to seep beneath it and cause bleeding. We don't want that. And just up against the edges. All right, I have almost this big one right here. Okay, I have all the air bubbles out. What I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to take some of our placement tape. Placement tape. There you are. I'm going to take some of our placement tape here, and I'm going to put it along the edges right here, because I don't want to have to worry about me rubbing up against the sides and getting it on the sides of the frame. So take some placement tape here. Yes, Amy is out of town. She will be back tomorrow. She's at a work conference for her day job. And it's just not too far away, but with everything going on and the amount of time she's there, from the dinners to the traffic, it's much easier for her to stay there. Much easier for me too. Eliminate the stress. All right. I should probably turn this around. Work it with me here. Let me just try that. And you know what, everybody? Hey, thanks again for hanging out tonight. Seeing this cute project with me. Because I think at the end of the day, you'll want to make one. Because it's easy, it's cute, it's decorative. I mean, you can do any pattern you want on these. Heck, you can not even put a pattern on there. Put a saying. Like, there could be some really cute ones. Gather or summertime. Just making a little riser for your counters. And putting some decor on it. Can go a long way. Okay. We have our ocean mist background. We now have some storm. We're going to take our storm. We're going to grab our squeegee. Do I have more storm? Do I? No, that's the ocean. Full can of ocean mist right here. She was holding out on me. Excuse me. Okay, nope. So we're going to grab our storm and just go. Let's put some on our squeegee and just start. Any direction you want. Up, down, left, right. You want to work a little bit quickly because you don't want this to dry up in that paste or in the silk screen. So we're going to work quickly. Grab a big glob and just spread it all out now. little bit more. All right, almost done. Oop. All right, one final check. Scrape up all that extra. Boom, there's some extra. We're gonna throw it right in there. Put that on, wipe off our fingers. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a slow lift up. So that way if we see that it didn't go all the way through, we can simply just put it right back in there. All right, so here we go. Check my fingers. So I see a little spot where it didn't go all the way through. I'm going to lay this right back down, grab my squeegee, and just tap it. Okay, so that didn't work. So what I'll do now is I'm going to do the Amy trick. Spray my finger. See if I can't loosen up a little bit of that paste. Perfect. Oh, yes. Very, very nice. And check it out. Check it out. How cute is that? Ta-da! I'll leave it like that for y'all for a quick second so you can see that. Grab my cleaning mat. Quick and easy that was. I mean, outside the blabbering of myself. Of yours truly. And now we're going to give it a quick clean. How cute is that, guys? And now comes the easy part. Just turn it into, and you know what? I mean, honestly, you could turn it into a riser. You could put a cute saying on top of that in black if you wanted to. But for tonight's project, because I do like those double-sided frames, I want to show you another use of it because it'll also work on this, on the smaller version of this. Okay? You can do it on any of them. I'm just going to wipe this off real quick with a baby wipe. This makes the cleaning process a little bit easier. Spray. Or bright blue. Yes, so I was looking... I did try a couple different color combinations of this. I had tried Storm on the background. I tried Cadet and I think Lakeshore. And then after seeing Cadet and Lakeshore, at least for the color schemes that match well here and what I liked, I wanted something, I wanted a lighter blue. I wanted a lighter blue. So all I'm doing is spraying with a little water, wiping it off, flipping it over. Don't be intimidated by these big transfers. They are easy to use. And if you are intimidated, you can always cut it down to a workable size. And just, you guys see how I clean this? I didn't need to take it to a sink. Yeah, shots fired at Miss Amy there. That's probably because she's not here to take it to a sink, but, you know, if she was here doing this, she's like, I take it to a sink and clean it later. No, I'm going to take it to a sink and clean it. And it's mainly because it gets her done quicker. It gets her done with the evening quicker. Happy wife, happy life, as they say. All right, so we have a little bit out of here. I just went out of control. I don't know where that came from. Come from my hand, maybe? Okay, and boom. Now we're ready to lay it back on the backer and for it to go. So we're going to bring this back out here. Remove this. And I feel like everybody's screaming at me right now. Zach, put your lids on the jar. I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now, everyone. Hi, Betty. How are you? Oh, it's okay, Miss Kira. It's okay, Kira. She's barking. She's barking at someone out there. All right. So we have this. Okay, check it out. Boom. This is where we're at right now. Pop, 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 pop. How cute. Beautiful pattern. We're going to turn our glue gun on. I have these awesome little ball knobs, 3/16, half-inch holes, or wait, 9 pieces. Got these at Hobby Lobby. They don't need to rise tall, but this is what we're going to put at the bottom of our stand here. I'm going to grab our little board while our glue gun is warming up, and I'm just going to paint these black. We're just going to paint them black real quick. And don't forget, yes, hot, hot, hot here. And don't forget, you too, just type in tile for all the supplies that we're using. So all my good brushes are right here. Don't need that one. Take this one. You can. I have them on there, but you can put it on a pencil too. And just paint. Just give them, though I'm wondering if I should have painted these brown since it's on a brown frame. Is this going to clash, everybody? Did I make a mistake? Should I have done these in brown? Look at this frame. Should I have done these in brown? And now we're gonna, oh, missed a spot. Brown. All right. Deb Lee, my hero. I could never go against Deb. Could never, ever go against Deb. Deb says brown, so we're going to do brown. So we're going to do, well, actually, I mean, they are brown. Should we do a dark brown and do like a stain look to it? Or should we do maybe camel? What do you think? Do bark, or do like bark and the baby wipe technique to kind of stain it? You know what? I've got enough here. I guess we're going to try both. Let's try both. Let's put that black up. Let's see which one we like best. Put those up. All right. Let's grab the bark. Grab our handy dandy pencil. All right. And we're just going to, we're going to paint with what coat we have on here. Going to get it all around. Then we're going to grab our wipe, blow on it real quick, and just kind of spread it around here a little bit. So here's our wipe technique. It actually kind of brought out some black more, or black from my fingers. Oh my gosh, I totally just did that. So don't have black on your fingers when you're doing the wipe technique with one hand and the other hand. But you can kind of see, it definitely did lighten it up, or darken it up a little bit. So you can see the difference right there. I kind of like that technique. Now let's just do the full-blown brown. Boom, boom. Oh, Kira, you're going to come craft with me tonight. Kira's crafting with me, everyone. You want to say hi, Kira? Okay, so here's our two styles. What do we think? Do we like the full brown? Or do we like the white brown look? Kind of almost a little stainish. Let me know in the comments which one do you guys like better. I will say, though, if you're going black, black looks really good. Black looks really good, even though we're not using it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Oh, really? Okay. So we will do that then. Oh, where'd you go? Ooh. Full brown it is. Oh, wait, man, there's a lot of stained white brown. White brown stained black, full brown. Put some light blue on the light one. I can't, well, I guess I could. Some light blue. Put some light blue on the light one. Okay, Linda, let's try that. Let's pull that ocean mist back out. Definitely not going to pull that one out again, though. I want to paint this. Okay. I'm going to take the stained one, and let's try it with the light blue. We're going to throw in a third option. I don't know why I'm throwing a third option in. I like to be difficult, but I also felt like, ooh, that might work. That might really kind of work. So, there we go. There's that light blue. There's that light blue. What do you guys think? Light, ooh, I don't know, guys. I kind of like the way that looks. I think we may have to go with the light blue. I think we're going with the light blue. We're going with the light blue. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. We're doing the light blue tonight. So hit that heart button, sprinkle the video. You help us grow. We appreciate it oh so much. Boop, boop, boop. I'm ready for the 4th. Who's ready for the 4th? You guys have big plans for the 4th? I'm ready. I'm ready to be harassed by my children. When can we light off some fireworks? Where are the sprinklers? Can we get firecrackers this year, Dad? Do you like all your toes? Do you like all your fingers? Jackson, you want firecrackers this year? Yeah. Yeah? How many digits do you have?
What?
How many digits do you have on your hand?
What?
How many fingers do you have on your hand?
5.
Wrong. You have 8, because 2 of them are thumbs. Get it? No? No? Okay. Jackson hears me talking about fireworks and immediately runs in here. He's like, yeah.
Not really.
Oh, not really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not really, he says. Clever guy. Just set that down real quick. Close up our jars. And we are almost done. You've been selling fireworks for 45 years, Don? Oh, wow. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Yep, close up. Hi, Linda. Okay. Our glue gun is definitely on and warm. I really do like these riser balls Amy had picked out. And I'm going to make this very, very simple here. I'm going to glue them on the corner. I'm going to glue the corners and glue them on there. When your glue gun's not on, when you turned it on, like I said, I turned it on, right? Or is that why you snuck in here, Jackson? Mom tell you to come sabotage me? Oh, man. He's up to no good. He's hanging out in here for something. He wants something. Pyro nuts. I am no, the battery's good. The battery's charged. I made sure I grabbed the full charger. But this will give me plenty of time to overanalyze how I'm going to and overthink how I'm going to put these on there. Before, I was just going to I just put them on the corners. Now we get to overthink it, folks. See, sometimes when you do, then there's a delay. It gives you the luxury of overthinking. So I think I'm going to just line it up where I have all this, both sides of the circle flush with the actual side itself. So they're not so much sticking out, but they're going in to help kind of create that center balance. Or we just pull out the crazy glue. Yeah, super glue it is. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so we just put some on the corner. I'm making sure I have it flush. Just using my fingertips. There on the sides. And just using that super glue, Gorilla Super Glue Gel. Okay, let that glue there. Give this a quick little try. Oh, no. Bear with me, we're almost done, folks. So appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. Dealing with me while Amy's out of town, y'all the best. Usually it's only her that has to deal with me. Tonight, y'all get to experience my shenanigans firsthand. Darn it, Jackson, is that what you said? Darn it? You don't like dealing with Dad's shenanigans? You don't? It's okay. Dad doesn't like dealing with your shenanigans either. Oh, thank you, Pearl. I really do like these feet on it. Okay. So, oh, that's the one I just put on. That's cold, Jackson. I'm going to go watch you die in a video game now and laugh. Next time you strike out, I'm just going to laugh. Be like, ha ha. He just laughed at me, folks. He just laughed. He thought it was a hoot. It was a hoot. That was kind of funny that time. You want to grab me that, buddy?
This is just not your day.
You say that, but you're still alive. So it's been a pretty good day in my book. You made it through the day still, Jackson. That's a big win in my book. All right. Here we go. Ta-da! And, okay, check it out. We have it. How cute is that? See, simple, easy. Now, all you got to do is decorate it. Look, you put a little something there, something there. See, and now we have ourselves a cute little tray. See? Yay! Look what we made. We did that, everybody. So type in tile for all the supplies. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me tonight on my shenanigans. We'll do this again tomorrow. Have a great evening, everyone.